Study on the implication of autonomous ship on maritime security and law enforcement by reviewing selected maritime security incidents. Mass is the future of shipping. Technological advancement has taken humans to the moon and space, which was earlier explored only by machine. However, the same technology has proved that machine can replace human presence at sea, which is an advancement of the human race. The world is widely accepting mass, and it has proved to be the key to the future of sustainable shipping. This giant leap in the shipping industry calls for bigger challenges for maritime security as well. In the context of a maritime security threat, including maritime terrorism, piracy, armed robbery against ships, the IMO has formulated several regulations. Ship as a means of transport can easily impact maritime security, good order, and peace at sea. There is a reasonable fear that a ship might be transformed easily from a simple mode of transport to a weapon. The arrival in the maritime world of autonomous vessels will also affect the spectrum of maritime security. In addition, this ultra-technological change will have certain ramifications in the enforcement scheme too. The idea of independent, unmanaged ship disrupts the whole maritime regulatory scene and evades the fundamental concept of law. This dissertation discusses the implication of mass on maritime security and law enforcement as the tradition will witness bigger security challenges. The ship being totally unmanned. In line with this, possible mitigation measures are also investigated. On autonomous crewless ships, the threat factors are more cyber than on conventional ships, where physical attacks are more likely. The focus on the mitigation measures that the law enforcement agencies and shipping industry have to consider is the need of the hour. The implementation of the preventive measures requires equal overhauling in infrastructure, coordination between agencies, and law enforcement procedures. Thereupon, the dissertation discussed the need for applicable solution for preventing security threat. Mass in the maritime world. The maritime industry, including modern ships, are involved in the revolution denoted by the term Industry 4.0, resulting in defining the new term 4.0 ship, describe the trend in maritime technology toward increasing automation. It includes the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, autonomous and unmanned technology. Shipping 4.0 revolution has introduced autonomous ship AS or maritime autonomous surface ship MAS, which can be operated from the shore control center by an automated decision-making system. There are multiple rationale for the shipping industry to embrace AS. However, there are concerns about whether the new technology will be accepted by the government and the conservative maritime industry, as many legitimate issues exist about the safety and security of its operational and reliability. Although the maritime sector is advancing technologically, 4.0 ships still lack robustness and resilience against many dangers, including cyber or physical attack. Hazard, both traditional safety hazard such as the possibility of collision or grounding and security threat including piracy are ever present at sea. Shipping and ship represent great monetary and symbolic value and thus can be the target of the security threat such as robbery, piracy, or terrorist attack. Maritime security has been a perpetual concern to all involved in the maritime transport industry. Over the years, international organizations, governments, ship owners, and operators have reinforced legal and administrative instruments and procedures to maintain the highest security for ship, people, and cargo. Today, the challenge for AS is to establish a technological system that is sufficiently capable of dealing with terrorist attack and pirate. Also, mass may change the pattern of pirate, terrorism, criminal activities, and introduce potential security risks. Defining mass the concept of e-navigation as a harmonized electronic automation system that integrates, exchanges, and analyzes marine information has provided a firm basis for unmanned and autonomous maritime systems. Further, the development of satellite communication ensured seamless interaction between shore and ships at sea, which enabled autonomous technology to be implemented. AS means the ability of a ship to independently govern its operation while transporting cargo from one location to another. In comparison, Munin defined autonomous ship as a vessel with next-generation modular control system and communication technology that will enable wireless monitoring and control function both on and off the board. This will include advanced decision support system to provide a capability to operate ship remotely under semi or fully autonomous control. In 2017, the IMO adopted MAS to refer the future unmanned or fully autonomous ship. According to various levels of autonomy, many alternative names for autonomous ship, including crewless ship and MAS, were used. Level of autonomy. The level of autonomy for autonomous ship is widely discussed and deliberated by various agencies. Over six global authorities define their category for the level of autonomy. Lloyd Register classification includes 7 levels of autonomy. IMO adopted the autonomy level suggested by the Danish Maritime Authority. For regulatory scoping exercise, IMO has established 4 degrees of autonomy. Degree 3 until 4 or level RUA will not have seafarers on board and vessels will be controlled remotely or fully autonomously with limited or no direct human interaction. The degree of autonomy isn't essentially linear or hierarchical. Mass can work at one or more autonomous levels during a single passage. Development timeline. Mass the notion of autonomy is new as the idea of autonomous, self-steered robot have been around since the advent of computers. With improvement in automation, smart ships have grabbed attention. The first significant study on a crewless and autonomous merchant ship was carried out under EU flagship project Munin, which triggered a wave in Europe, and various companies rapidly launched other concept ships. The Munin project concluded that crewless and autonomous ships could and will be used when they are safer and cost-effective. According to Language and Zelesny, initially, crewless ships are being employed for small-scale transport activity. As technology improves and legal regulation develop, ocean-going AS will emerge. Leading companies have promised to deliver their crewless vessel by 2025 and envisage that fully autonomous ships will be operating by 2035. IMO mass initiative in order to cover the advancing technologies by the International Regulatory Framework. IMO embarked on a RSE in 2017 to determine how safe, secure, and environmentally sound mass operation might be addressed in IMO instrument. The RSE involves 2 steps. The first step is to ascertain whether an autonomous vessel remains safe and environmentally viable within present IMO convention and future goals. The second step is to analyze how the mass operation can be addressed considering human, technological, and operational factors. The Maritime Safety Committee (MSC) at its 103 session has completed the first step, which outline number of high priority issues that span multiple instruments and is needed to be addressed at a policy level to determine future work. Thank you.